Hi guys, I welcome you all to the Smartkeeda current affairs for the 24th of May. Let's begin. Anti-Terrorism Day 2021 was observed on which of the following dates? The answer for the same goes to May 21st. So on May 21st, Anti-Terrorism Day is observed all over India. The day is aimed towards standing against the cruel act of terrorism of any kind and devastating circumstances that it brings about. Right? Which of the following state has recently become the first state to reimburse GST on COVID related donations? So I will repeat again. Which of the following states has become the first state to reimburse GST on COVID related donations? The answer is Haryana. So Haryana has become the first state in the country to allow reimbursement of goods and services tax on COVID related donations made to the state and state run facilities. This scheme will be applicable till June 30. Which of the following date was observed as Endangered Species Day 2021? The answer goes to that Endangered Species Day 2021 was observed on May 21st. So National Endangered Species Day 2021 was observed on May 21st. An important thing to note here is that plant and animals together help to maintain the ecosystem. If an ecosystem is getting extinct, then it means that an ecosystem is out of balance. An important point is that when River Gangaji was too much polluted before this National Clean Ganga River mission, then the river dolphins, they ceased to exist, like very less population was left. But after some efforts were made, and also during this lockdown when the pollutant flow was very less, they resurfaced. So it's very important to protect these plants and animals. O.P. Bhardwaj passed away recently. He was related to which sport? The answer is that O.P. Bhardwaj ji was related to boxing. He was a Dronacharya awardee, boxing coach O.P. Bhardwaj, right? So you can see it here. He died at the age of 82 years. Who among the following has won the Betfred British Masters 21? The answer goes to that Betfred British Masters 21 was won by Richard Bland. So Indian golfer Shubhankar Sharma in this and tied at 34th, while the England's Richard Bland won the Betfred British Masters. Very important. Boyd Rankin has announced his retirement from international cricket. He is from which of the following countries? I'll give you a hint. He is a bowler and he relates to a country in the northern hemisphere. So answer is Ireland. So Ireland pace bowler Boyd Rankin announced his retirement from the international cricket and inter-provincial cricket, ending an 18-year-long illustrious career. He is only 15 players in the cricket history to represent two countries in the Test cricket. The 36-year-old seamer made his international debut for Ireland in 2003 at the age of 19. Who among the following has recently launched National Mobile Monitoring Software NMMS app and Area Officer Monitoring app through video conference? Kindly give the correct answer. The answer goes to Narendra Singh Tomar. So Narendra Singh Tomar has launched the NMMS and an Area Officer Monitoring apps. The NMMS app permits taking real-time attendance of workers at the Mahatma Gandhi NREGS work sites along with geotag photograph, which will increase citizen oversight of the program beside enabling faster processing of payments. So one thing is sure that the Manrega scheme is a very, very corruption inducing magnet, right? Because people work there and the Pradhan, Panchayat takes and gobbles up all the fund. Also, most of the time people are not working for any productive purpose. So the Pradhan gives them the order, okay, dig up the road, and then the next day he gives the order, okay, fill the road. And then they show it to the fund releasing authority and they get the funds. So this is a very, very important discovery. Very, very important development that this app will be released, which will help in real-time tracking of the work. Which Indian ship has been decommissioned after 41 years of service? Indian ship. This was one of India's first destroyer. Kindly give the correct answer. The answer is INS Rajput. So INS Rajput, the first destroyer of Indian Navy, will be decommissioned after 41 years of service. The lead ship of the Kashin class destroyers built by the USSR. Destroyer was commissioned on May 4th, 1980. Very important. INS Rajput was constructed in the 61 Communard shipyard in Nikolaev, present-day Ukraine, under her original Russian name Nadezhny, meaning hope. The keel of the ship was laid on September 11, 1976 and she was launched on September 17, 1977. The ship was commissioned as INS Rajput on May 4, 1980 at Poti, Georgia by I.K. Gujral, the then ambassador of India to USSR, with Captain Gulab Mohanlal Hiranandani as her first commanding officer. Which of the following insurance company has hiked its stakes to 5.06% in the state-run Union Bank of India with the acquisition of nearly 2% additional stake in the bank? The answer is Life Insurance Corporation, right? Which sports team has won the prestigious Etienne Glitchett Award in recognition of its contribution to the growth and development of the sport in the country? The answer goes to that the Etienne Glitchett Award has been won by Hockey India. The awards were announced by the game's governing body, FIH, during the Hockey Invites virtual conference as a part of the 47th FIH Congress, which concluded with the FIH honorary awards. RBI has imposed a monetary penalty of what amount on Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank for non-compliance with certain provision of the direction issued by RBI on cyber security framework in banks dated June 2, 2016. So the monetary penalty imposed on Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank is 1 crore rupees. You can see it here. The Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank did non-compliance with certain provisions related to cyber securities. So 1 crore rupees was given as a monetary penalty to the bank by RBI. Which of the following small finance bank has become the first SFB to offer online account opening of NRIs? The answer is Equitas Small Finance Bank. So it has simplified NRI account opening online and it has become the first small finance bank to offer these services. The company will be the only one in the small finance bank sector to have virtual relationship managers based on the time zones. The seamless online process of NRI account opening will enable hassle-free account opening and help our customers to enjoy the complete banking services from their respective countries in which they are settled. So very important thing was done by this Equitas Small Finance Bank. Market regulator SEBI has doubled the overseas investment limit of alternative investment fund and venture capital funds to how many $1 million? The answer is SEBI has doubled the overseas investment limit of alternative AIF and venture capital funds to $1,500 million. Very important news. So venture capital funds and alternative investment funds can now invest up to $1,500 million. Who among the following has recently chaired the opening session of the 33rd meeting of the Health Ministers of Commonwealth countries, themed Commonwealth Response to COVID-19, ensuring equitable access to vaccines and building resilience for health system emergencies? The answer is that it is India's Health Minister, Dr. Harshvardhan. So he has chaired this opening session of this 33rd meeting. IMF has proposed USD 50 billion plan to vaccinate everyone by which year? The answer is that it's not vaccinate everyone, but by 40% vaccination. The answer is that none of these they have said that by the end of 2021, they will vaccinate 40% of the world's population by the end of 2021 by having this $50 billion plan. By this, they will completely eradicate COVID because it's a chain-to-chain, human-to-human transmission. So if 40% of the population is vaccinated, then they will effectively end the COVID-19 pandemic. Which firm has launched the CSR project SHG for empowering Indian women? The answer goes to Tata Communications. So Tata Communication has unveiled the CSR project SHG for empowering Indian women at the UNESCO World Conference. So you can see it here. Who among the following has recently released the CCI Journal on Competition Law and Policy on the 12th Foundation Day of CCI? Very important, and easily you can guess it that this was launched by our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. So Union Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman commemorated the 12th Annual Day of Competition Commission of India today. So you can see it here. The CCI was established under the Competition Act 2002 on 20th May 2009 when the substantive provisions concerning anti-competitive conduct came into force. Finance Ministry has notified new rules for increasing FDI in insurance sector to how much percent from 49%? The answer goes to 74%. So Finance Ministry has formally notified the amendment of the Indian insurance companies and clarified that the final rules for increasing the foreign direct investment in insurance sector from 74% from the existing 49%. This was announced by our Nirmala Sitharaman in the Union Budget last month. Which of the following countries has virtually hosted the 7th meeting of the BRICS Astronomy Working Group BAWG? Answer is none of these, as India has hosted the BRICS Astronomy Working Group's meeting. The meeting was held under the Science, Technology and Innovation track of the BRICS 2021 calendar. BRICS countries are Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. Insurance sector regulator IRDAI has slapped a fine of rupees 24 lakh on which company for violating advertisement norms with regard to SMS sent to customers last year about its increase in term of insurance policy premiums. Kindly give the correct answer. The answer goes to that the same has been fined. IRDAI has slapped a fine on policybazaar.com. So they have slapped a fine of 24 lakhs. Because they violated the advertisement norms with regard to SMS sent to customers about increase in term insurance policy premiums. They were sent between March 15, 2020 and April 7, 2020 to its customers without stipulating its full registered name in the message. Very important. So I guess we have ended today's work. Thank you very much all. Thank you very much. In case there is a difference of opinion between that USD 50 billion by IMF, I will give it in the description box. Right? So USD 50 billion by IMF to completely eradicate COVID. So 40% is still 21 end, and I will just clarify that whether there is a full vaccination program or whether it was only till 2021. So kindly check the description box.